Hello, happy new week, happy Monday, happy whatever day you happen to stumble across this video. And today I'm going to talk about the power of words and speaking kindly or speaking to yourself in a not particularly nice way. And I'm going to prove to you why it has an impact. So if you're ready, let's go. So basically this week, hello, by the way, my name is Jane. I am a mindset coach. I talk about all those good things that help you get in a better frame of mind, help you just stay in an up-leveled state and give you some real impactful tips and tricks to help you manifest and help you get a better mindset. I have been down there and I want to be up there because believe me, it's a nicer place to be. Anyway, this week I'm talking about an experiment, a rice and water experiment that was done by, and I can never say his name properly, Dr. Masaru Emoto, I think. Please don't come at me for the pronunciation. I can never pronounce his name. But anyway, about 2-3 years ago now, my girls and I did an experiment. We came across his experiment on YouTube, and I will pop the link down below to his experiment so you can have a look for yourself. We decided to recreate it, and we did it for ourselves, and I've actually written a blog post about it, which I will also pop down below for you so that you can see the pictures of what we did and how it actually is true. And it was all about the power of speaking kindly to somebody as opposed to speaking nastily to somebody. And basically what he did and what we recreated is we got 3 jars and we put some rice, just normal everyday rice, in the bottom of the 3 jars, and then we put some water in each of the jars and we decorated them. One of the jars we decorated with hurtful, horrible, negative, critical words. We put all kinds of things like "you're awful," "I don't like you," "why would I speak to you," "you look a mess," "oh my god, you're so awful," all those kind of things. We put it over the jar. The middle jar we completely left alone. We didn't decorate it, we didn't do anything to it, we just left it as it was. And the 3rd jar we put "I love you," "you're amazing," "you're successful," "you're worthy," "you're fantastic," "I appreciate you," and all those really lovely sort of words on that jar. So we had a hate jar, a nothing jar, and a kind of a love jar. And for the next couple of weeks, I think we had to do it from memory, I think it was about 2 weeks we had to do this for. The girls and I, we picked a jar each. So one of us one day would do the hate jar, one of us one day would do the nothing jar, and one of us one day would do the love jar. And we took it in turns to actually give these 3 jars what was written on their outside. And so we would spend time hating on the first jar and just being nasty to it, which I have to say we all found really difficult. We didn't enjoy talking to that jar at all. The middle jar we kind of ignored. We didn't really speak kindly to it, but we didn't speak nastily to it either. We just left it. We just kind of really said nothing and pretty much ignored it. And the 3rd jar, we just loved on it. We just told it how amazing it was and how we loved it and how it was fantastic and how we appreciated it and "oh my god, look how amazing you are," and we were really nice to this particular jar. And at the end of our experiment, the jar that we'd hated on had gone mouldy. It was horrible, it stunk, it had like a mold layer on the top of it. It just was not very nice at all. The jar in the middle though, funnily enough, was even worse. It was just, I think the fact that we had ignored this jar, we'd not given it any of our attention, it was nasty. It was probably more moldy than even the hate jar. It just wasn't very nice. And the 3rd jar, the love jar, was hardly any moldy at all. The rice was still good, the water was still good, it didn't smell. And it proved to us that actually speaking kindly to people has a positive effect, right? Nothing bad had happened to this rice and water. The jar that we'd ignored, which I guess was the biggest surprise for us, was really not in a good state at all. And the jar that we'd hated on, although it was stinky and moldy, at least we'd given it some attention. So at least we'd given it something, at least we'd spoken to it, which kind of came to the conclusion that if you can affect rice and water by ignoring or hating as opposed to loving on it, what on earth can we do to ourselves? What on earth are we doing to our bodies? So our bodies are mainly made up of water. I think it's a proven fact. I'm not sure what the percentage is, but it's a proven fact that we are mainly water. And so if we can affect a jar of rice and water by the power of our words, think what we're doing to ourselves. Think what we do to our insides, to our heads, to our hearts, to our souls, by speaking negatively, by speaking criticism, by not being kind, or by ignoring. This experiment has the power to show you that the way you talk to yourself and the way you talk to others has impact. It makes a difference, and you need to be kind, because as is shown by the rice and the water, if you're ignoring or unkind, it goes bad. And if you're kind and loving and gentle and just beautiful, it flourishes and nothing bad happens. And human beings are the same. So if you are somebody that spends all of your time criticizing either yourself or others, what are you doing to your body? What are you doing to your soul? What are you doing to the light that's inside of you? You're dimming it. And every time you speak a cross word or a negative word or a nasty word, you are dimming your light more and more and more, and you are pushing your energy down into lower states of vibration. And almost just as bad, if you're ignoring yourself, if you're ignoring other people in your life, if you're ignoring, I don't know, anybody, friends, family, whatever it is, you're also impacting them. If you are doing nothing for yourself that's kind, if you are doing nothing for yourself that's nice, if you are just existing in a void of nothingness, neither good nor bad, you are not giving yourself what you need. You are, again, pushing. It's almost as bad as being negative, right? As proven by the jars of rice and water. So this experiment proves that we have to be kind, we have to speak positive, we have to be nice to ourselves and to other people, because it matters. Because it matters. And so from this point forward, if you have watched this video and if you read my rice and water experiment, or if you watch the video from Dr. Emoto, please, I implore you to take it on board, because it is critical that we are kind, that we are loving towards ourselves and others, that we speak good, just good, to raise the collective vibration of everybody and to make this world a better place. We are living, and we have lived through some of the hardest things in my life, and I've been through quite a lot, but the last couple of years with the pandemic has been hard collectively on everybody. So it's time to be kind. It's time to raise the vibration of the planet, to get back to love, to get back to light, to get back to being just loving on everybody and each other and ourselves. And we will raise our energy, and we will get through whatever this world wants to throw at us if we are kind. That's all I want to say today. Please read it. It was really eye-opening for me when I did this, and actually since doing that experiment, the girls and I really took on board how impactful it was for us. It made such a difference. If you've got kids, do this experiment with them, prove to them. If you've got teenagers, just do it and show them it. They don't even have to take part. I know what they're like. I've got a teenager, right? They don't even have to take part, but I promise you, if you have it on the side and you explain to them what you're doing, they will take it on board and they will look at it, even if they do it without you knowing. They will have a sneaky look at the jars, and I bet you anything they will go past the jars and be kind and do the experiment. They're just not going to do it in front of you, because teenagers and all that. But I implore you to do this for yourself. The links will be below. Please check them out. Please do it. It's massively important. Just be kind, people, okay? Just be kind. It makes a difference. Okay, that's it from me for this week. I will see you next week. And I'll have more for you then. All right. I hope that's made the impact I wanted it to, because for me, it's so super powerful. And I just think let's all be nice to each other. Okay, over and out. See you next week. Bye.